I'm Ted Bird, social media coordinator for Respect Canada, and I'm joined by Sam Galati, coordinator for the Veteran Family Program in Kingston, Ontario, and co-host of Wisdom for Wellness, the podcast. Hi, Sam.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me, Ted.
Well, thank you for taking the time. Now, you're in Kingston. Are you on the base in Kingston? Is that your home base?
Yes, so I actually am situated in the Kingston Military Family Resource Center, as you said, and we're on base. So very easy and accessible place for all the military families and the veteran families who are releasing from the base as well.
You know what really impressed me about the base this morning? I called the base to get in touch with you, and I got the switchboard, and of course I got a recording right away, but all I had to do was press one button and I got a real person, and they looked you up and sent me right through to your voicemail.
Wow.
And I thought that is so ungovernment-like. That's so efficient.
Ted, you are right. Very efficient.
I was very, very impressed. So, Sam, how many Respect forums have you been involved in now? And give us a little bit of the history of your involvement. How did you find out about Respect forums and initially get involved?
Yeah, so I was very lucky that my predecessor in this role has introduced me to the Respect forums. So I believe I've been to 2 every year since I've been in the role. So I've been to 4 so far. And I believe my predecessor has been to 2 as well. So that gives you about 3 years. And if I'm not mistaken, that was from the start of the Respect Canada initiative, which is really awesome. So every time there is a Respect forum, I attend because I find that I get the opportunity to reconnect and to learn about all of these resources that are available not only to veterans and their families, but also to the RMCP veterans as well, RCMP veterans as well.
So I guess if you've done them over the last few years, I guess you've done some in person and some online because of the pandemic circumstance, eh?
Yes. So I started at the beginning of COVID, so March 2020. So all of the Respect forums were online since I've been here. But before that, I know the Respect forums were held in Kingston, and that in-person networking opportunity was really valuable to helping establish the Veteran Family Program as well.
Can you talk about some of the success stories that you've seen, some of the collaboration success stories that you've seen in the forums? Because I think that's the point of the exercise is to create collaborative efforts between individuals and organizations who otherwise might not hook up were it not for the Respect forums.
Yes, exactly. So I'm so fortunate to have a great working relationship with one of the agencies in Kingston who is working to end homelessness. So they actually have a program right now that they're getting specific funding to support homeless veterans. So I've been able to connect with those agencies in Kingston to be able to form more of a working relationship so that we know if there's someone that comes through our doors that is requiring the services that we offer at our agency, that we can cross-refer and feel comfortable, knowing the person on the other end, which is so helpful for us. We know that when we're referring clients to other agencies, we want to have that connection with them. We want to be sending them to a reputable person. And with the Respect Forum, I was able to foster those relationships. In addition, I've been in contact with a lot of researchers who are at Queen's University here in Kingston, who work in veteran health research or with the Canadian Institute for Military and Veteran Health Research, CIMVR, located out of Queen's University. And those relationships I've been able to share with my clients, any research that's coming up, so that my clients really have a voice in steering the direction of programming that's coming out of Queen's or coming out of other areas where they use the Queen's research. So that's another great area, being able to offer a forum for the voices of the clients that I work with. So in my role as the Veteran Family Program Coordinator, I really see everyone throughout their whole process in transitioning. So that means individuals who are in the process, like leading up to leaving the forces, and then I work with them afterwards as well. So that's kind of where I see some of the other concerns popping up. But mostly I feel like military families have been so resilient and often had to navigate all of these services and these supports and all these systems prior to being a veteran family, because before the stand up of the MFRCs, the Military Family Resource Centers, they were kind of on their own in their own community trying to navigate these resources. So knowing that these families already have the skills and they're adaptable and they're resourceful, going into veteran life, my real goal is just to kind of inform them of the resources, because I know that they have the skills and the abilities to kind of navigate them on their own. But the biggest reason why the Kingston Military Family Resource Center, along with all 32 military family resource centers across Canada, have the Veteran Family Program is because we really focus on the medical release aspect. So from some studies done by the Canadian Forces and Morale Welfare Agency, CFMWS, they found that out of 1,000 veterans who are medically, or 1,000 members who are medically releasing, 900 children and 700 spouses were impacted by the release process. So one of the kind of the biggest areas of concern that we're hearing from spouses is that lack of continuous employment. They've been moving with their spouses this whole time. So how are we going to support them in getting their roots connected in the community to maybe start their career for the first time, or supporting veterans and finding a second career? So that's kind of where my role fits in. And here, I'll bring it back. And for the Respect Forum, being able to know all of these different agencies within Kingston, to be able to refer or to share this information with them, that has been really helpful in my role as the Veteran Family Program Coordinator.
What would you say to groups or individuals who are not involved with the Respect program, but are wondering if maybe they could be a fit, or if they could be of some assistance?
Yes, so it really is, the Respect Forum is 2 hours out of your day, and you get so much information. You're getting research done by Respect Canada, you're getting information from events they've hosted, but not only that, you're getting connected with your community in Kingston. And we know that having this sense of community and this sense of integration is so important for our families as they're moving from military to veteran families. So being able to connect with all of the different resources in Kingston has been so valuable. And has been created and has allowed me to create really strong relationships with other programs and agencies to support our veteran community.
Sam, thank you for doing this, and thank you for your service.
Oh, well, thank you very much. It was a pleasure doing this, and I love everything that Respect Canada is doing.